spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium.
Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Ready to get us started, it's Cade York.
And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
You look at this Browns defense.
Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Now Cade York for the extra point.
It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. Give him the gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw again.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Up the middle, Nwangu.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year.
And the Vikings are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
It's not a bad
I don't think he's going to do that.
This defense for the Vikings, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
The throw on 3rd down, left around, and incomplete.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on the punt.
This is fielded at the 27.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 2nd and 9 now. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Hopkins. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. With that catch, he's now 18 away from 1,000, so he's at 982. And that's how many Randy Moss had, 2018 Hall of Famer.
And similar to the recent Hall of Famer, we argue about which catches were the most memorable, because so many of them were. 982 and counting.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
Ain't you supposed to kick it, bro? Before the 50? I'm looking now. Give me a second. I don't be knowing this shit by heart. I'm in too many fucking leagues. I ain't even think you could go for it before the 50. Shit. Okay.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started.
Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group, and sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as the tackle made just shy of the 30.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
Now Watson. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on a 35-yard strike. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
York able to send this one through.
And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out when they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
2nd down and 6 now.
They'll look to throw here.
That's down the field for Jefferson.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. For the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they followed them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
2nd and 5. His throw incomplete.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Now back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 33 yards that time.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Drops this off with Nwangu. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Back to throw here. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, they had to wait until December, but congrats to the rookie, his first INT.
Yeah, he's been a reliable contributor for this defense throughout the season. Definitely got a bright future, and has gotten even brighter after making that play.
Ready? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31.
And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by York is up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. The middle, it's Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And we're going to get a timeout. with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away.
York able to send this one through,
and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third quarter. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
Taking it about the 1.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
That's a tremendous start to the third quarter. These guys had their foot on the gas the entire first half. They continue to keep the accelerator down.
On first down, it's Watson.
That's complete. It's Elijah Moore.
A big play that time for Cleveland. 42 yards.
First and goal, Cleveland.
Chubb.
Give him 4 on the carry there. It's second and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
On second down, here's Watson.
The pass caught by his running back, Nick Chubb.
And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
On second down, here's Nwangu.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he will have a Vikings first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 36. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
That is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, With his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now a give running left is Nwangu.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down.
Ready.
On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
Sanders' kick is good. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Browns' drive about to get started. They begin this drive with Chubb, and he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. That catch, by the way, kind of noteworthy. It's number 764 in his career. Ties him with Hall of Famer James Lofton.
And he's done it just as James Lofton did in his career. Smooth.
It's the Philadelphia Eagles now on the clock. Now on the clock, the Los Angeles Chargers. On the clock now, it's the Tennessee Titans. The Panthers are on the clock. It's the Steelers now on the clock. Next up, the Commanders are on the clock. The New York Giants are now on the clock. And now on the clock, the Minnesota Vikings. The Los Angeles Rams are up. They're on the clock. On the clock now, the Baltimore Ravens. On the clock now, the Houston Texans. It's the Dallas Cowboys now on the clock. With the next selection, the Cincinnati Bengals are on the clock. Next up, the Jets are on the clock. The Colts now on the clock. With the next selection, the Browns are on the clock. With the next selection, the Ravens are on the clock. The Atlanta Falcons are now on the clock. On the clock now, the Chicago Bears. With the next selection, the Lions are on the clock. Up next, the Philadelphia Eagles are on the clock. On the clock now, it's the Los Angeles Chargers. The Tennessee Titans are now on the clock. It's the Carolina Panthers now on the clock.